What else is going on in this energy that we need to know at this time? You not needing to lift a finger to receive this blessing, this luxury that you deserve, and not feeling guilty about it, knowing that you genuinely already did enough in this space. You maintained this energy. It feels like you were being tested whether or not you were capable of maintaining the energy with or without rewards, with or without attention. And it feels like you passed those tests with flying colors, very ambitiously. The Ten of Cups. So you got the Ten of Cups, the the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Lovers, Ace of Cups. Love and money is the vibe that I'm getting. And it started off with love. It feels like this person loves you and you loved them before the money was introduced. It almost feels like there's someone on the other end pulling you up. Your finances are about to be balanced and stable. And regardless of the hiccups that you've experienced in the past or along the way, the competition, you're going viral. This is something that you're manifesting. Whatever you're doing is going to be noticed, is what I'm getting. And there's definitely money coming in to support you. It seems like in the past, you've had people who were trying to get in the way, trying to stop you and tangle you up, trying to keep you in this lack-minded situation. But you know better. You know that what you want is what you're going to get and what you deserve. There's a marriage, definitely a marriage. And looking at this energy from a different perspective, regardless of what you've been through in the past, just keeping your head up and staying focused on the positivity. You got a lot of momentum, and there's someone who's coming in who wants to invest with you. This person wants to travel with you, and there's a vibe that this travel may have to do with astro traveling, you possibly even moving around in your mind, moving around in your body, allowing your spirit the freedom to move around in your body, because it feels like this person from the past definitely had you pinned into a corner, pinned against the wall, like you couldn't move. And like every little thing you did was a problem to them. It was insulting them, it was harassing them, it was embarrassing them. They definitely had their eggshells laid around your feet. And now you're not tiptoeing anymore. So it feels like this person coming in, they want you to see your life from the angle of not being in need. No matter what your situation looks like, they want you to know that yours is the victory, that you won whatever battles you were going through. You won the war. You conquered the land. That's what I'm getting. And to really relish in that energy and feel like the winner in this energy. Anything you speak is coming into existence. Your judgment is just. You were right, and you had a very fair assessment of the situation. Whatever this person was doing, they were definitely doing to you. They were trying to make a victim out of you, and you stood up, you fought back. You were right. That's almost what's attractive about you, just how dangerous you are. When someone likes you, when they look at you and say you're attractive and they want to get close to you, is because they feel like nobody can mess with you. Like it's almost like you're their hero. They feel like you being close to you makes them feel safe because they know that you're untouchable. So, but at the same time, they want to touch you. They want to get close to you. And it's almost like that you need protection from them. You're a star. Lean into it. Lean into that stardom. Be comfortable with where it takes you, because I feel like you're now in this trusting space, this trusting energy. It's so very positive. I feel like you're no longer worried about how long is it going to take to get here. When is it getting here? Like all of that, I feel like is already here to a certain extent because you're comfortable now. And that was a step that you needed to get past that step of being comfortable with who you are. That was the only thing that was holding you back from reaching this next level. And this level that you're in now It's brand new. It's like you're a new recruit, you're a new hire, you got to learn the rules, but you're going to quickly ascend. It feels like you're reaching the top very quickly. You're being promoted very, very, very quickly, like in a matter of days. You're going to be starting something new. And in this vibe, it feels like you guys are connecting in the dark. Something about shining your light in the dark. What happens next? Yeah. This person is turning you into a star, or you may be turning them into a star by feeding your light into their situation. It feels so transformative. Like this person really cannot get a hold of themselves in this moment. It feels like there's a lot of energy to contain because they're realizing so many things. The way they were trying to connect with you and these offers that they were coming to you with, now they realize what it is that you don't like about them. And it feels like they realize how much room they have for improvement. This person is a very positive person and very sincere and has very good intentions. So they can definitely take criticism, or this could be you as well. If this person has things that they see in you that need to be improved, it's like, yes, 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 all of those things. Because I'm definitely getting that you're open. You weren't open in the past, but it's because it wasn't something that you wanted. But it feels like as soon as you see the thing that you want, you're very open to it and you're very accepting of more and more and more, almost like just keep it flowing. But you're also being told to choose wisely. It feels like this is something you definitely take to heart. Like you're not just taking anything. But when the right thing comes, when the alignment is there, you'll know. Someone is making this situation way more difficult than it has to be. But not to harp on it, because it feels like whoever this is, they feel good in the energy regardless of whether it's painful or not, just like someone who loves to work out. And once you start working out, it's addictive. Like you just can't rest. You can't be lazy. You have to move your body. You can't overeat. Like it literally makes you sick. And in order to go back into those old habits, it's not like you're slipping into old habits. You have to force it. And that's just crazy. With this energy of you manifesting, it's like you already know how to get exactly what you want. You know that feeling of I can have everything I desire. Like this is all good. Versus gimme, gimme, gimme. Like that's just crazy. You know that it doesn't work. Everything was already done for you. King of Pentacles. What I'm getting with this energy is that you have the opportunity right now to build your own dream world. It feels like your destiny is luxury. You're headed towards this luxurious lifestyle. And it feels like you're finally starting to understand your worth, just how precious you are. And there's also people in your energy who the only reason why they're around you is because they can smell the success. Some of these people want to sabotage you. It's like you already have everything you need. You don't need anyone at this point to get you there. Like I feel like you got sugar moms and sugar dads coming in like I can get you there, but really they're just trying to get a piece. Yeah, it's definitely about your perspective. This energy is really meant for you to change the way you think and see the situation that you're in and realize just how blessed you are and really sink into that blessedness. It almost feels like someone who already lives in a mansion up on the hill. If this is something you're manifesting, it feels like it's about the way you view your position in life. It seems like you have creme de la creme choices and you can choose. almost like one mansion after the next. Like there's a mansion on every hill. This could be you going through a real estate cruise or manifesting just anything you dream of you can have, because that's the way this energy works. You finally tapped into the realization that you can have whatever you want. And it's because of the trials that you've been through. It turned you into this manifester. Maybe in the past, now that you're reflecting over things in a new light, it kind of shows that you had it all along, but you just didn't know what to want. Maybe you were wanting the things that you didn't really need or that weren't benefiting you, or, it turned into a karmic lesson, but now you recognize that those lessons actually taught you even more. Now you know exactly what you want, and not just because someone's telling you, not just because you see it in a commercial, someone's selling it to you, selling you this dream, but you know because you've been through the nightmare, and now you see that nightmare as a blessing. You got $10,000 that just lands in your lap. What are you about to do with it? For some of y'all, you are buying a house, you're buying a car, or something like, it feels like the amount that's being asked for this particular item that you're about to purchase is so small. There's someone in your space who had the opportunity to do what you're doing, and they regret not moving as fast as you're moving. Or it feels like you're going to accomplish something in a very short period of time, and people are noticing. These are people who are already in positions where you want to be, and they're looking at you with jealousy because you're listening to God exactly when He tells you to do what He's telling you to do. He's showing you signs, He's showing you confirmations, and you're listening. I feel like this is something you've gone through many times, where people will give you advice. People may even stop giving you advice because you're taking it. Learning too fast. Like, she's going to learn everything I know and do better than me and exceed further than me. There's jealousy here. There's competition here. And yeah, they're afraid of your power. Haters to the extent that, well, why don't you have a ticket? You should have a ticket. If you was really supporting me, you would have a ticket. You wouldn't be trying to get a free concert. Somebody has issues, and they definitely want to pull the attention back to them and their problems. But I feel like these are hecklers almost. What's going on with this energy? What's going on with this Five of Swords? So we did see the Strength card, because I'm getting like someone is tired of being strong. What else is going on in this energy? Yeah, someone's tired of being strong, and they just ready to get paid already. They ready to be compensated. It's coming, girl. Whoever this is for, it's coming. I know you ready. I'm ready too. I feel it. It's coming. It's on the way, and it feels like it's happening all of a sudden. This offer comes in out of nowhere. Like, it feels like you're being pulled out of a crowd that you wouldn't even normally be a part of. And it feels like you're just in the right place at the right time. When it comes to your manifestation, what you're manifesting, it's like, I don't even usually go down. Someone's staying up at night praying, literally praying. Like, I'm not doing nothing else right now but praying for this manifestation to come in. And it definitely feels like you're getting a sharper tongue and learning how much power you have, how much control you have over your voice, and that the universe is actually listening to you, and you're getting feedback. It's happening all at once. All of a sudden, it also feels like it's all coming in, this connection, and you recognizing just how valuable it is. Because somebody was definitely playing games in the past with your energy, wanting to go in and out, and just have basically like a turnstile. Just be in your energy when it felt good and felt right, and gone the next day when you had some things you need to work on. And it's like, well, I can't really stand that low level energy. That's low level, those low vibes. But it feels like this support that's coming in is with you during those dark days, with you, encouraging you, like helping you to fight through the negativity. Like, I'm getting this vibe of like, if you start beating down on yourself and like, yeah, they were right. I was an asshole. I really did deserve that. What happened or whatever. It's like, this person's like, no, they're haters. Get it right. Don't get it twisted. You are amazing. Keep your head up. This is just gonna happen for a season. Everything this too shall pass. It's the vibe I'm getting. Like, it's not even nothing. Like, this person wants to meet you where you are, but it's like, we're not even down there. You really do need support in society, and when people turn their backs on you, is a big deal. So there's a surprise coming in. Someone planning a surprise for you. It feels like it's some kind of a celebration. Like, I definitely was picking up on the vibe of a birthday, but it doesn't have to be. It feels like it could also be just you receiving your flowers for something you've been doing for quite a while and being recognized for that. You're receiving the validation of your work is what I'm getting. Something that you've been around. Feels like you've been around for a long time, just putting in the work, putting in the hours, and now you're being seen clear as day. Like, you are the man for the job. You're the woman for the job. Someone died and made you king. Someone died and made you queen. And now you're stepping up to that position. It feels like you belong in this role. And there's this energy of you being completely protected, because in the past, people didn't want you to feel safe being who you are. Please, their man. But all he wants is your listening ear when he's talking to you. Just listen to what he's saying, and it's working. He's saying the right things. Like, his words are almost like magic. It's like a magic spell he's casting over you. Beauty, prosperity, abundance, like everything is coming towards you. Is almost like he's a portal of God's voice, or a vessel to God's voice. Is coming directly from your father. That is a sign. I'm thrown off about these people. But again, I feel like this is not what you're concerned about. It's really about your partner. You guys getting married, you guys having children. That's all this person can think about, is you as his wife, you as the mother of his children. And that's what he's saving all of his attention and focus for. It almost feels like you guys don't talk about anything else but love. Like, you guys never fight or argue. And it's now starting to come out that people who are trying to steal your spotlight or compete with you or act like, oh, well, we're better than that. We're more in love than you. Look at us. We've been together this long. It's like, okay, so go be in love, because you're in my face right now. That's the vibe. It's like, yeah, those kind of fake relationships. It could be social media. It could be just people walking around trying to steal your attention. It's very clear that they don't have any focus on themselves, and they're constantly worried about what everybody thinks, where you guys can just snap and tune it all out because you're into one another. And I literally feel like you guys are connected 24/7 like a puzzle. There's so much love in this space, and there's no room for hate or drama. They want to secure you long term. So it feels like whoever this is coming into your energy, okay, male or female, is going to be dropping little breadcrumbs here and there, and just to entice you a bit, because they don't want to come off too strong. And it does feel like this person has been doing this for quite a while. Maybe you're going to start to notice those breadcrumbs piling up. This feels like the Lord to some extent. Like, the Lord is placing gems, little hidden treasures. What do they call it? Easter eggs in your life that you're going to be noticing. So pay attention to the signs. You're going to be noticing these signs. Flowers is very significant. Alarms are very significant. What else is going on in this energy with this person coming into your life who is leaving you clues that they want to be a provider for you? They definitely want marriage. And I'm almost getting like is leading up to it, like rose petals leading up to the proposal. This surprise that you didn't expect. This security, this stability. It feels like this person is in it for the long haul. And once you start to notice these signs, it's already been a long time and this person has been pursuing you. And listen, you have so many notches under your belt. It's proof of what you've been through and how capable you are of going so much farther. And it feels like this person, your energy, they're just getting a whiff of wealth. They're just learning just what it means to be the type of person that you are. I feel like it's overwhelming. And those negative entities that were in your energy in the past, they're fleeing the scene as we speak because it's so uncomfortable and disturbing. That's the vibe I'm getting. You're replacing this Five of Wands energy with the Three of Cups. And that's what I'm saying. Somebody is very uncomfortable with the fact that you love money, you love wealth. They're uncomfortable with love overall. And it feels like it's being replaced by the type of group. This I'm specifically saying these women, but it doesn't have to be all women. I'm getting this vibe like you guys go out to really expensive restaurants and you're ordering the most expensive wine and you just say expensive, like, yes, I want the expensive one. And I have no shame. I want the most expensive thing on the menu. I won't even look at it. I'll just eat it. Like just like in their face is what I'm getting. Like just in spite, just out of spite, loving this. And that's what I'm getting from this energy. Like, I love it. I love what you hate. And I love to be on this side of the world. I'm on this side of the fight. Yeah, you can stand your poverty and be mad about things. And I don't know. In this energy, I just feel like you're so safe. Finally, you made it. You're at the top of the mountain. And when you look down, you see all of these shaggy shacks. And it's like, well, yeah, I was in one of those shacks at some point and I climbed all the way up here. And I'm very happy to be here and look down on all you guys. Like, the people who want to get up here or whatever. I'm kind of getting carried away. But basically, like, I'll have a room in the guest house until you get on your feet. And, if you're not a hater, you're definitely welcome. But the haters can stay down there in the mud, is what I'm getting. It feels like whatever it is you're discovering is extremely powerful. And it's not something you've got up for sale. It's just who you are. Basically, what I'm getting is that you're very powerful. And people want to tap into that energy. Like, I'm almost getting that the way the world works is like what you're capable of doing. People want to basically take a pill and do it for free. If they could take a pill and live and be who you are, then they would be happy. So it's like your energy, your power is like funding research projects, is paying salaries of the medical industry. How can we formulate a pill to do exactly what it is you're capable of doing just by waking up in the morning? Like, these people have depression. They want Prozac. When you let go and expect everything to come towards you, is vulnerable. But I feel like you've released that need to be in control and allow this person, your person, to be in control, to be the manifestor in your life, to be the captain of your ship, almost like the Moses. Here, I'm looking at this guy like he's Moses with a staff. And you can take a step back, take a seat in the background, and just be that support system. Whenever he turns to you, he knows that you're watching him, that you're waiting for his next move and you support him. You are what replaced all the haters. So catch that flight. If you're afraid to fly, if you're afraid to be positive, you're afraid someone's going to knock you down a peg or two, the crabs in a barrel metaphor, pulling you back in, pulling you back under. What I'm getting is a man standing upright And it doesn't matter how many crabs are swinging from your coat, you're still moving forward. Let the seagulls eat them. It's not your problem. I just feel like your mind is elsewhere. Your mind is on better things. You're coming out of isolation. Thank God you've been alone all of this time. That's probably the only reason why you even have the stamina to get up again. That was your natural gut instinct to isolate yourself, because this is a mindless microcosm. Is that the word? Microcosm. It feels like you can let it go. That thing you've been holding on to, you're now in a safe space to just kind of let things happen. There's something very unforgettable about you. Okay, so this person, this person, your soulmate, wants you, and you don't have to work as hard. I don't know why my voice just got louder all of a sudden, but you don't have to work as hard as you did in the past with these karmas, because obviously they were just trying to slow you down. Well, this soulmate and your energy, they are doing most of the work. Okay, the moon. Yeah, this person is a strong, heavy manifester. They know what they want. They know how to get it. They're getting what they want. Everything's working out. It's already worked out. This is a strong manifester. They know the words to say. They know how to say it to get what they want. It feels like you don't have to tell this person how to treat you. Like writing a long letter, explaining, or a text message explaining how they wronged you or what they're not doing right. This is someone you do not have to teach how to love you. They love you on their own. And it's almost like you can't make them stop. That raise, are you really getting that raise? Justice is coming out. Truth, balance, integrity, fairness. I do feel like, and then the Knight of Pentacles is coming out. I do feel like you're going to be paid for what was taken from you, your intellectual property. Definitely. It seems like you're building this luxurious space for yourself. Like you've got a lot of money to work with. And what you do with this money, it shows what you've been through. Like, oh, I need a garden. I need acres around me, that sort of thing. Like it's like at this point, at this moment in your time, at this moment in time, you're really shopping around and like picking out colors, picking out textures is the vibe that I'm getting. And it feels like it's a very peaceful and soothing time for you. And I'm seeing immediate high status. So some of y'all could be manifesting a lottery or some kind of initial large lump sum of money that's coming towards you, and you're going to have a lot to do with it. It feels like you've been spending a lot of time thinking about what you're going to spend this money on. And so when it comes in, you know exactly what aisle to go down, what website to pop onto. You may even have all the items already in your cart. And it just feels like a really celebratory time for you. This probationary period could have lasted over a decade. It could have been your entire life up until this point, where it's like, you know that if you fall down, you can get back up. Even though all the signs say, up, you're out, you lost, that's the end. You know, no, I'm just going to get right back up and do what I set out to do. You know, that's the difference between me and you, or whatever the case is, that you keep giving up on life and I keep sticking it out. There really is no other difference. You've been in a needy position, you've been struggling, and now you're in a receiving position. I feel like you're very comfortable with that. You're very comfortable receiving what's meant for you, and you're very comfortable giving up what's meant for you to let go. Possibly when it comes to toxicity, the fighting, the bickering, it feels like there was a need for that in the past, and now you're letting go. You're letting go of that. Yeah, it's definitely about your perspective. This energy is really meant for you to change the way you think and see the situation that you're in and realize just how blessed you are and really sink into that blessedness. It almost feels like someone who already lives in a mansion up on the hill. If this is something you're manifesting, it feels like it's about the way you view your position in life. It seems like you have creme de la creme choices and you can choose almost like one mansion after the next. Like there's a mansion on every hill. This could be you going through a real estate cruise or manifesting just anything you dream of you can have, because that's the way this energy works. You finally tapped into the realization that you can have whatever you want, and it's because of the trials that you've been through. It turned you into this manifester. Maybe in the past, now that you're reflecting over things in a new light, it kind of shows that you had it all along, but you just didn't know what to want. Maybe you were wanting the things that you didn't really need or that weren't benefiting you, or, it turned into a karmic lesson, but now you recognize that those lessons actually taught you even more. Now you know exactly what you want, and not just because someone's telling you, not just because you see it in a commercial, someone's selling it to you, selling you this dream, but you know because you've been through the nightmare, and now you see that nightmare as a blessing. You don't want to reach a point where you're all out of ideas. So now's the time to keep on wanting more. What comes next? What comes after this? And don't be stingy when it comes to this. Dream big. There's going to be a lot that's required of you, but I'm also feeling like you've already done what you needed to do. Like you're here. You reached that point, that crossroads, that milestone. And now it's just a matter of you being compensated. It feels like you don't even need to ask, but at the same time, your dreams are basically your requests, because it seems like there's so much that you want in life and all of it's coming. You're about to start connecting with your community, and it might be a niche group. Like whatever you've been through is like you didn't realize that other people had the same set of experiences. It's not just one thing that you've experienced, but a whole pattern of scenarios and experiences that you've gone through. And it just feels like when you come in contact with this group, it's like family, like even more nourishing and comforting than family. Something about a wealthy royal kingdom. Of course, it's the kingdom of heaven, a paradise that you created. It's not somewhere else you want to be, it's yourself. You are the paradise. Yeah, you're okay with this. This person in your life definitely wants to spoil you. This is someone who wants to rub your feet the second you sit down. Like, this is a doting kind of energy. Very comfortable in their role and what they provide to you. They feel like they selected a queen. They may even have had some part in raising you to this level, but the way it's coming from their end is like they help you into your seat like a gentleman. They're not taking credit for your entire journey. They recognize that they came in the moment when you were ready to give up that power, give up that control. This is a king in your energy. Trust the pool. This is marriage. This is security, stability, a ceremony. Something about your home is very significant. You're being pulled towards a new home. And this energy that you're leaving with is like fine wine. It's something that's been brewing. It's something that needed time. You needed to go through these trials to reach this new level that you're in. Your standards have been raised so much higher, you don't even realize. So it's time for you to prepare for your next move. Your health is about to physically improve drastically. Get prepared. Get ready for this abundance that's coming in. Is going to happen all at once. It's going to come in like a waterfall, like a dam that just opened up, and you're not going to be able to stop it. So it's going to go into all those spaces that you open for it. Get prepared. Build the system now. The water is coming. That's the vibe I'm getting. And just start to accept it now, because the only thing that was getting in your way is gone. It's been removed from the picture. And I definitely feel like you're going to have a lot to work with. This is coming directly from the Lord. There's so much love in this space. If you were lacking before in love, you definitely are not lacking now. Like, someone was afraid to let go because there was a hollowness, an emptiness, a coldness, a loneliness. It's definitely not there. It's not here in this energy. There's no loneliness here. Like, you definitely feel seen and loved. In that competition, those competitors can get back to their business and learn that, oh, it's not about the fight. I really do have to go within and love myself. Let me go back home and work on myself so I can really be part of this world, be part of this community. It feels like they were feeding off of your energy. Maybe you had some competitiveness that you had to get over, and it was turning into a mental problem. And now you've got this high supportive vibrational circle. I'm almost seeing it like a ring, like a aura light or a ring light. Maybe you are a social media influencer, because I'm really seeing the future self here. Even if you're just getting started, those videos are going to be seen as your day ones, and it's going to inspire so many young people. I'm specifically hearing young people are going to be inspired by you and looking at how you struggled to get where you are now. And again, this is your future self, or you may be looking back over where you came from. It feels like you reached a milestone. You are being lifted. Use this moment to define your brand. You're about to go viral. Someone's going to find out about these secrets. Someone's secrets are being exposed, and it feels like they can't get away from it. Like, I'm literally seeing someone trying to escape, but they're in a globe. It's like a Christmas globe, a snow globe, or it could be the atmosphere of the universe. Everybody talking about these astronauts. Like, this is a part-time fake astronaut pretending like they're exploring space. Give me a break. If you were to back away from the situation and look at it like it was someone else's life, you would want this life. You would be jealous of this life, and it's yours already. So get used to that feeling of not being in control and make it yours. Own it, because it is yours. And this partnership that's coming in is so good. It's so right. It feels like it's exactly what you need. This person is like the other end to your puzzle piece, and he's the picture. It's almost like his piece is so big that you wouldn't even know what the picture was until he came in. And now you're like, okay, now I get it. Now it makes sense. He's your everything. You have two of swords, and he makes life comfortable because you don't have to keep looking this way and looking that way. Like, where should I go? Am I going to take after my mother? Am I going to take after my father? And it's like you're starting a whole new family. You don't have to play both roles. Being a child is like you're constantly looking left and right, looking left and right. When you become a mother, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just kind of speaking. I really don't. This is spirit. You become a mother, you are the mother, and you have your other half that is the father. And it feels like it's a role that you're playing. And you have to have patience with this energy, because being alone and trying to play both roles is depressing. I'm 100% positive that it's your own love, your own self-love that's getting you going, that's keeping you moving forward. Because there's just this clear reality that no one else loves you but you. And your love is the best love. Your love is the most digestible. Your love has the best intentions. It's only your love that's going to see you through to the other side. There's a time and a place for this energy, and I feel like there was a time to commit to this person and a time to walk away. And you know when this time is coming, and you're going to know exactly what to do next. I feel like there's a warning here to not mourn for too long when you have to walk away, because this is the journey. Apparently, this is what's so amazing about you, that you can leave a situation that you commit wholeheartedly to the moment it shows that it's not for you, rather than clinging to the past, because that's only going to put you in a like-minded state. This person will ruin you. They will ruin you entirely. They will strip you down of everything you care about. Everything you care about, whether it's your mental sanity. This person will try to get you on drugs. This person will make you quit your job and live on the street. This person will make you sell everything. Yes, sell everything. Jesus said to sell everything and follow him. Now, would you do that, or would you follow a crackhead? Because that's the vibe I'm getting. Would you sell everything just to buy some crack? That's the vibe I'm getting. Or will you follow the Lord? Because the vibe is you were already sold everything and follow God. So when some crackhead comes up to you off the street and tries to get you involved in his negative lifestyle, it's like, no, I'm waiting on the Lord. The Lord owes me blessings. So I'm definitely not going to trust on you. I'm still waiting for God to pay up. And you have a lot of patience. It feels like I'm hearing someone saying, God, did I pass the test? I mean, you see how I'm behaving. Did I pass? Someone in your energy sees that you're doing well, and so they're trying to throw something at you to just screw it up entirely, and they're making it seem like, well, I just want to see how you respond. Is the devil. You respond by kicking this person out of your life. Yeah, partnership is coming out again, but money is the priority right now. It feels like you're not focused on this partnership anymore. Maybe as you were trying to join forces with someone who seemed like they were about their money and ready to work with you, but now they're getting tangled up in jealousy and insecurities because they're not where they want to be. So focus on where you want to be. Don't try to get me tangled up. That's the vibe I'm getting. I'm also getting that your partner may have had to go into isolation to really mature to the level that was required in order to be with you. This person sees you as someone who is uplifting their spirits as well, just by allowing them in your space, because they had to mature in order to get to this level. Even though they're on their knees, it feels like they're so humble and grateful to be there. They're so honored to be someone who can now help you to lift and grow. They're definitely coming in with an investment, with an offer. This person has goals. And I'm getting this vibe of a trainer in your energy. Someone who specifically has a goal and they want to help you reach that goal. And you both have this goal together. Yeah, I'm definitely getting this is very intentional. You guys are moving with purpose. There's a celebration here. Yeah, like there's this vibe, like almost there wants to be exclusivity. Like there's a group of people who want to be exclusive. They each want to be your only one. Like you got a lot of suitors in this energy who want your attention. And it feels like the attention that you're giving them, you're giving to everything and everyone in your space. I feel like your attention is so divided at this time that it's going to come off like you're rejecting everything and accepting everything, and no one can really get you one to one. Like it feels like you're very popular in this energy. That could be what this energy is, or this person is afraid that you're going to walk away from this responsibility as if it wasn't something you signed up for. It feels like you put a boundary around your love in a sense that you're not going to allow them to feed off of you. Like fiend is the word. And turn you into a drug, because it does feel like they want more than they can even hold, more than they can even have. Like they literally want to overdose on your energy. And it's just like, simmer down. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Follow what feels aligned. If it doesn't work for you and it's not in your space and feeling right and in your tone, if it's not the right tone, then don't force it. Because there's a lot of momentum coming towards this person. And it feels like she doesn't want anybody in her corner or space that's not helping her to move forward. She's real cutthroat with this peace of mind, this energy that she's got. And it feels like whichever way it goes, if you're this person and you're cutting some energies and entities away from you, do it. Do it. Don't think twice about it. And if this energy is like, if this is not something that you want to be a part of, then leave, because it's only gonna hurt more if you stay longer than you feel is necessary. Your success made him man up. Yeah, there's this vibe like someone is leaving. And there's this also energy that someone is coming in. Like it's almost like a turnstile. There's not gonna be any moment of really regret. It feels like this person has had their time to regret, and what they regret mostly is not moving forward sooner. When it comes to this goal and desires and passions, someone regrets wasting their life supporting someone else that wasn't supporting them. And now it's like, if somebody doesn't want to be in their life, it's like, okay, it was really nice to meet you and I wish you the best in your life. And you're moving on. Someone knows you're not replaceable. They've been thinking long and hard about this, and it feels like you're the only one that can get them where they're trying to be. Wheel of Fortune is coming out. Yeah, they realize that they need to be on your side in order to make this work. Basically, you changed their life for the better. Things were different before you walked into their life, and they are not willing to watch things fall apart if they were to lose you. It feels like they're going to do anything in their power to make you happy. Like you are the whole center of their universe. And this happened. They start to realize this because of some sort of a breakup or a separation where you just weren't putting up with their BS anymore. And it feels like in the past they've gotten away with it. And so naturally they just figured they would get away with it this time. But it seems like you were very serious. It's almost like you just don't let people get away with this type of behavior. So it was natural for you to walk away, and just as natural as it is for them to keep on playing games. So because they crossed paths with you, things are changing for them, and it's for the better. They realized that they needed to change. They needed to improve their life in major ways. It feels like every fight they were involved in, they kept losing. I don't know if they were starting fights or if other people were starting fights, but it just feels like no matter what the case was, they were the ones walking away defeated. And once you walk into their life, once you guys cross paths and connected, they realize that they don't have to be on a losing team anymore. But it does require some changes on their part in order to stick with you and be by your side. It feels like they're in it for the money, they're in it to win it, and it feels like there's a lot of money in your energy. They may be in a situation that's like a boss, right? Okay, so you have the Fool coming out. It feels like they love that daydreamer in you. You really make their life interesting, is what I'm picking up on. And it seems like there's the subtlest of hint that there may be someone from the past who was constantly trying to stifle you and put your light out. And it was like that was supposed to be cute. Like, oh, you're crazy. Shut up. Get out of here. And that's that. Like, I don't know if you were allowing that. Obviously, it's from the past, so it wasn't working out for the both of you. But it feels like that's for a really good reason. Whoever this was trying to shut you down is like, well, that was clearly not the man for you or the woman for you. What I'm getting from this energy is they love everything about you that the next person was hating on. Like, wow, you're so wild and out there. You're so adventurous. I just love how free you are. And this person, yeah, somebody was definitely trying to stress you out in the past, but it didn't work. It feels like you didn't pick up on any of that trauma, no matter how long you guys were together. You're definitely moving forward with this, and it feels like universe spirit did not waste any time when it comes to replacing those entities with something that you actually desire. The message is that someone tried to slow you down in order to get a closer look at you. They wanted to memorize you, and that's the way they feast. Like you are something about a feast. When they look at you, is like their eyes are feasting on you. Because I'm seeing this person like just on display pretty much. Almost like Tyler's and Tiaras. I don't know if that's the kind of trauma that we're getting into here, but I definitely see someone who was a model as a child, and it feels like a hidden memory. Like, do you realize that you were walking down the runway? That was a catwalk. Like, it feels like someone was so detached from their self, like that they didn't even realize that everyone else was attached to you. You didn't really feel like you were in your own body, but other people felt like they were living vicariously through you. And you're claiming all of that power back. So anybody that feels like you're stepping on their toes is like, no, this is my foot. I'm stepping inside my own foot. This is my body. If you feel like I'm crossing boundaries, and maybe you don't belong where you are. There's a king in your energy. And I feel like this king, what can be said? He's 100% in your space. They're trained like police dogs, whereas though almost like sleeper cells. They don't know right from wrong, and they don't care. So all you have to do is press the button. Just press the right button, and it's going to be a whole different world. And I just feel like this energy is so anxious and eager to be unleashed. And when they look at you, it's like they are starving for attention, but they want to play you the fool. Like you're the one who is needy and, in this energy of please, pay attention to me, when you are everything. You're creme de la creme, even in this space, with or without a camera, with or without a phone, with or without, the connection, just being alone. You are amazing. So I don't know. I'm just getting like someone really tried to tap into your frequency with cruel intentions, and they walked away with something thinking that they had something. It's like they got a taste and they ran with it. I've got a lot of downloads coming in that's on this energy that and I'm kind of dipping into these other readings, but it's like they got something from you, they took something from you and they ran with it, and they felt like, yeah, that was all she had and now she has nothing. And it just turns to dust in their hands, because what they took is nothing without you. You are the life giver. You are the life source. Like, you talk to your spirit guides, you talk to your community, or you may have come from a community where people are just constantly talking to each other. And then to go into this space where it's nothing but darkness and hatred, and anytime you try to reach out and talk to somebody, they just cursing at you, or, throwing slurs. And it's like, it almost wanted to teach you not to share, not to be loving, not to be kind, but you kept doing it. And it's like, is there something wrong with me? Am I crazy? Absolutely not. Because now when you reach this new space, not only are you still that same loving person, but you're resilient, you're tenacious, you're persistent. And you fit right in when you walk away from this world and realign with this new energy that you're becoming a part of. And you see how these people are, like gung ho, howdy neighbor. You understand. Something about your voice is very strong and easily recognizable. People easily tap in and understand what your message is, what you're trying to say. Maybe some of y'all are getting over a speech impediment or something that had to do with stuttering or things like that, where it's really difficult for you to express yourself due to some kind of a trauma. And it's like you working through that trauma is all it requires you to do is realize that you are perfect just the way you are. It's almost like the striving to be something better is what is causing you to struggle. That striving energy is the struggle ultimately. And you awakening to that is what's so attractive about you. There is a time and a place for fighting, but it's like we all fight together. We all fight for the good of society, for the good of man, for love. It's a good fight. And actually is the most powerful and the most fierce, because you have a goal in mind. When you start fighting, it's because of the results. You fight for an outcome. You're not just fighting because you got nothing else better to do. And it stops. Once you get what you want, you go back in the house and you're at peace with yourself. You're at peace with the situation. You're glad it's over now. It's almost like someone going to court, and it's like you don't sue frivolously. You sue because you were wronged, and now you got your money and you're spending it. Like I'm seeing someone in their home just counting their dollar bills, counting their hundreds, counting their checks, counting your blessings ultimately. And there's a lot of them coming towards you. Like, oh my God, this is real. It's like you sold. I don't know. This is selling your soul is devilish energy. So I don't know who that is for, because I feel like this is definitely a godliness. But I'm also seeing Ursula. When Ariel signed the contract with Ursula, but it feels like these are people around you who kind of fell for the trap. of taking the devil's offer when you stuck around and stayed focused and waited for God to answer your prayers, because it feels right. It feels like this is something you specifically want. And God says yes. And it's just like, oh, like a real, like, this is everything I want. There's nothing wrong with what I'm asking for. I don't have any more patience for it. I could care less. Put me on record as saying I don't care about it. I'm focused on the positive. Why the devil want to pop out? Child. The frustration is real. And the magic is real. Don't run from negativity is the message that I'm getting from this, because it's going to chase you down and force you to recognize it and see, look, I'm here. I'm a problem. I'm a nuisance. You hate me. The energy is just to love it. And it doesn't want to be loved. It doesn't want you to have that effortless, smooth consistency about your energy. They want to cause ripples and cause waves and cause, static. But to continuously love through it, and it's like, yeah, I've been here. I already know where it's going. I know what it leads to, how frustrating it can be. And I'm here, unmoved, unchallenged, still here. Do some kind of cord cutting every time you move up a step. It's like you don't really get to celebrate in that moment, even though you recognize that things are better. It's like, okay, now let me make sure my mom doesn't try to come over here and decorate the house to her specific needs. If you cut your family off a long time ago, it's like, let me make sure my neighbors don't feel like they're relatives or whatever the case is. Like, and this energy, it feels like it's not just luck. It's something that you work towards. And you're laying down the ground rules right away because of the past and the situations you've been in. It's like, this is nothing new to me. It's almost like you're dealing with the same kind of demons everywhere you go. And you're just getting tougher and tougher. Like, people really think that they're going to break you. And I don't know. It's like the option of being broken is just not there. And also, they make it really easy to want to be separate. Yeah, it's like you don't want to be tangled up in the energies around you at all. It's almost like it's not desirable, because someone thinks that you're actually strong, like disciplined, and it's like, wow, how can you keep resisting temptation? It's not tempting. One of my messages, a message, I received confirmation, and I'm seeing confirmation here. Um, just remember, you have a powerful voice. And what is this? Wow. It seems like someone wants to walk away from their own gifts and talents, because that's literally what I'm talking about. There was a reading, I'm not sure when it was uploaded. I did recently record it, but I could have uploaded it months from now. And there was a confirmation on exactly what I said over the news, like an event that I said was happening. I'm not going to get into it because it was so traumatic. And I'm like, I don't want to even talk about it, because it seems like every time I talk about something traumatic, it happens. And it happened on the news. And I'm just like, what? It was such a random story. Like, it didn't fit in with any of the other stories. And usually they like to keep things concise and consistent, and there's a narrative. But this was like, what is this even about? Why is this even coming up? And it's just like this frustration of, it seems like when you're positive, it's like a struggle to be positive, but it's so easy to be negative. Like, is real life. Going up a hill is a real struggle, but as soon as you let go, you can fall back within a matter of seconds. That's the vibe I'm getting. Like, you work really hard to stay positive, but as soon as the negative thought slips in, it's like, oh my God, here we go again. And also, what you're doing now is more important than what you've done in the past, but it feels like the past is more prevalent because you keep reliving it. I'm also getting that your partner may have had to go into isolation to really mature to the level that was required in order to be with you. This person sees you as someone who is uplifting their spirits as well, just by allowing them in your space, because they had to mature in order to get to this level. Even though they're on their knees, it feels like they're so humble and grateful to be there. They're so honored to be someone who can now help you to lift and grow. They're definitely coming in with an investment, with an offer. This person has goals. And I'm getting this vibe of a trainer in your energy. Someone who specifically has a goal and they want to help you reach that goal. And you both have this goal together. Yeah, I'm definitely getting this is very intentional. You guys are moving with purpose. There's a celebration here. Now, we just mentioned that they may not have a soul, but they have a heart. Now, heartless is coming out because this person can't be trusted. It's like the only, whatever you can fall in love with is the thing that they've discovered you want to see in them. And that's what they're showing you. It's like the algorithm. It's like falling in love with the algorithm, AI or something. And that's very dangerous. It's dangerous not just because I'm saying it and it's my belief, but it's dangerous. But it definitely feels like there's some people that's out against you, and I'm just gonna be honest about it. These are the same people who are losing their lives. It's like to go against you is so dangerous because you're the only one that's on their side. You're the only one that cares. And it's like I'm literally the last hope and you come up against me. Is no one else that cares. I'm just gonna watch you fall off the cliff. You're just gonna fall off the edge. It does feel like he's making you happier. Cause yeah, like there's a lot of tension. He's constantly watching you, counting your steps, like up. You know, I sense a negative thought. Like you want to duke it out. Or we need to have another fight? Because this is someone who doesn't like to have that muttering under the breath kind of energy. Like if you're mad about something, we need to have a discussion about it and not, slam doors and cabinet doors or bang pots and pans. Like if you have a thought on your mind and you need to talk it out, and let's get back to our peaceful, positive self. It's not really what it looks like, or I don't know her or something like that, but it's his baby mom. It could be actually married. It could be a married couple. And this person is constantly pulling away from the connection and trying to cling to you. And I feel like on the other end, you're trying to separate from this person. And there's also this energy. I mean, it's not just a triangle, it's like a whole geometric shape where there's a person who wants a person who doesn't want to be wanted by that person, but in turn wants someone else. And it's like everybody is reaching for someone else besides their own. Leverage, buying and selling, bartering, leverage. This person literally does not have a soul to work with. So they're always getting the short end of the stick because people want to challenge you in order to know who you are. It's like going in for a job interview. They want to know who you are. That's why you have to bring in a resume, not who you can pretend to be on the spot, unless it's an audition. Now it's like, oh, it's time for me to shed my skin. But how am I going to do it with all these people watching me and they don't know I'm a reptile? It's like, let me divert their attention. Let me try and get them to go inward and look at themselves for a change. Stop watching me. Uh-oh. Now you're losing views. There's something going on with this energy that's very sneaky. It feels like this is someone you have to keep your eye on because in the next breath, they're going to be a totally different person. Someone you don't recognize at all. They're going to be you. That's what they're waiting for. They want you to look away from them, which at this point is you because you guys are so connected. They want to try you on for size. Someone's saying, I won't be the same without you. They're using you to manifest. Yeah. They're using you to stir and direct them into the next space, how they're making money. They want to know how you make money. They want to copy your patterns verbatim. This is almost like teaching AI, something about AI models. Like, don't resist it because a fight is a fight. And people who willingly share their identity with the algorithm in order to make it more human, like you're willingly sharing your thoughts and feelings. But I don't feel like your heart is broken. I feel like this mentor coming in wants the opportunity to break you. They're trying to sell brokenness. They're saying that, yeah, that God likes broken people. So come on to the other side. Think about something that happened that you don't like and be sad about it. That's the vibe I'm getting coming from this clown, from this idiot who wants you to see him as a mentor. Like he knows something that you don't know, but he keeps on making the same mistakes, coming to you thinking that you're dumb as he is. You just made a real connection. So you're partnering up with your haters and they want to walk away from the situation, but they've already got themselves tangled up in your energy. They wanted you to fight and wrestle with them and trying to get rid of them. But it was a trap this whole time. What if I wasn't upset in that moment? I can change my feelings. Or what if I was upset in that moment instead of letting it fly? Almost like I'm feeling like someone's making new traumas for themselves. Like the trauma is making you successful. It comes off as being toxic, but who's to say what toxic is? Just someone who's not benefiting from your energy. These people who are obsessed with you, they're saying you're addictive. And they're saying it's unethical to be as sexy as you are. It's wrong to turn them on and attract them. They feel like they should have a choice when it comes to hating you when they can't do anything but fall in love with you. And this is the moment you're staying in. Maybe you've had to have a bad mood occasionally and it feels like hell. It feels like your life is ending. And then you're like, wait a minute, God is good. And just like that, you realize what these people are going through. These people who are in hell internally, suffering internally, and you're not. It doesn't matter what their life looks like on paper. You know, you have concrete evidence and proof that they are miserable every single day. They're unhappy every single day. And anytime they show some kind of joy, is completely fake, completely fabricated, which is more painful than just being sad. The fact that their emotions are unreal and they're struggling and trying to reach some kind of a light that is completely non-existent in their world. Like you do not want to be alone. But, the trauma and the past experiences, you don't want to be with a crazy person, obviously. And it's like, I'd rather be alone than be with someone who is actively out to get me. Like taking in a wild, stray animal and thinking it's just suddenly going to be a domesticated pet. Like this thing really wants to eat you. and somebody just wants to be happy. I feel like your person is your person for a reason. It's like music to their ears. You telling them everything you want and being very clear about it. I'm seeing a fireplace going. You can hear the crackling of the wood, and he's just eating it up. He almost looks like that wild animal, like someone you didn't let in. I don't know if you're nervous about him being so close to you, or things moving too fast. But it also feels like you guys have been working on yourselves and each other from a distance. Tell him you need space if that's the case. You need time. I don't think it's space that you need. I feel like you really do like him close to you. You need to brighten the room up. You need to go see him during the day. It feels like it's a bit too dark, almost like it's hot, like it's getting hot in here. Turn on some lights. You need to take things slow. But I definitely feel like he's very pleased with himself and he can't help but to be happy in your presence. Just looking at you is all that he wants and has ever wanted. It's not just an in the moment thing, is what I'm getting. This is like, you were with me before I was born. You're the one. And you just don't want to fall in love with this person. Because you know you're not going to ever recover from that. It's not somebody you're going to be able to walk away from. The way that this person is ready to spoil you, basically throw you on your back, like you are not going to have to want for anything in this energy. And also, I feel like they're covering all bases. Everything that you wanted in the past is like, of course, almost basically like up front. You know, I need all of this up front, and then we could talk about maintenance. What else is going on?